would never want to teach a core subject like English or science. You never eat fast food. You and your husband never argue. You regret switching to high school because you miss elementary. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Michelle and I create teaching, lifestyle, and simple living content here on my channel. I thought it would be fun to do something kind of different and silly, and this video has been going around YouTube a lot lately, and I thought, what better time to give it a shot? It is the Rapid Fire Assumptions Challenge. So if you're unfamiliar with this video, it's kind of like a questions and answers video in reverse. I asked you guys on Instagram if you had any assumptions about me. Just kind of like things that you think might be true about me, and then I will get those answers and I'll kind of like say if it's true or not, or just respond to it. The kicker in this challenge is that it can't be edited. So right here, right now, yeah, I can edit this all I want, but in that 10-minute gap of time that I am kind of going through your assumptions, I can't edit it at all. That's the whole point of the challenge. And so this appealed to me for two reasons. One, I thought it'd be fun, but also that's a lot of chunk of video that I can't edit, which means it's also a time saver. So we will see how this goes. I'm gonna pull up the assumptions on Instagram. If you're not already following me on Instagram, it's a great way to connect with me and kind of stay up to date when I don't have videos up, because I'm usually on there like once a day at least, and so you can always connect with me there. And my Instagram handle is Michelle R. Rose. I will put it right below. In case any of these questions are teacher related, you should know that I am an art teacher. I taught elementary and now I teach high school art, and so if any of those questions come up and you're new here, that might help you kind of understand a little bit about that assumption. I found the story where I asked it, and yeah, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna do 10 minutes rapid fire assumptions, no editing, and we're starting now. The first assumption is you only speak English. Well, that's correct. I took 3 years of Spanish in high school, and I don't know basically anything. I think I know how to count to 10 and maybe some of the colors, and that's really it. The second assumption is you would never want to teach a core subject like English or science. Well, if I couldn't teach art, then yes, just because I love teaching so much. I actually went into college with a special education elementary education degree, but then I realized that I missed art too much and I wanted to be an art teacher all along, and so I switched. But if I had to, I actually wouldn't mind it as long as I was still teaching, but that's only if I couldn't teach art, because that of course is like my passion. The next one is the ultimate, you are the ultimate plant mom. Goals, actually. Thank you. Yeah, I love plants. I love gardening. My mom loves plants and gardening. My grandfather loved plants and gardening. So it's kind of just like something that I've learned from my mom. And yeah, I guess I'm an ultimate plant mom. I have a green thumb. So the next one is, I assume it is easy for you to build relationships with your coworkers, your new coworkers. You guys probably just heard Dixie. Yes and no. I mean, yes, like I'm definitely an introverted extrovert. So as I'm getting older, I'm starting to realize that more and more. And it's actually like I have to force myself to kind of be social and be outgoing, and it's exhausting. But yes, it was easy to get to know my new coworkers and build relationships with them because they were just so nice. And when I switched schools, they reached out to me and they opened me with, like, you know, or they welcomed me with open arms, and they made it really easy. Oh, my screen went to sleep. Okay, the next one. You can get cranky in certain specific scenarios. Can't we all? Yes, absolutely. When I feel like my schedule has changed a lot, like I'm a planner, so if something kind of gets out of my schedule all funky, then that puts me kind of in a funk. When things are messy, I get in a funk. You know, I'm human. Yeah, I can get cranky sometimes. If I'm hangry, I get cranky too. The next one is your pets are your children. 110% yes. This one's funny. You never eat fast food. That is not true. I eat fast food. I eat Sheets. If you guys are from this area, you know the gas station Sheets has the best food. I eat Burger King. I used to eat Chick-fil-A when we had Chick-fil-A. I don't know if Moe's counts as fast food, but I love Moe's. I will say, as I'm getting older, starting to not feel so great after I eat that kind of food, but I do eat it. You had bangs as a kid. I don't know, I could just see it. Well, this is from Maylene from Mrs. Calls Campers. No, Maylene, I did not have bangs as a kid. I had braids. I had 2 long braids. Yeah, no bangs, no bangs. You and your husband never argue. Oh my goodness, no, that's not true. We do argue. I think I don't want to say every like strong relationship argues, but I just feel like you learn a lot from each other when you argue, and what you have to do is kind of learn how to argue. How like each person thinks and processes in an argument is really like something to work out in a relationship, whether you're a friend or a husband and wife or whatever it is. But yes, we argue. Let's see. That if we were teachers at the same school, we would be friends. Maybe. I'll have to check out your account. Then the next one is, if you weren't a teacher, you would be an interior decorator. I wish. I love that stuff. I was obsessed with The Sims growing up, and the thing that I liked about it wasn't the game. It was actually just designing the house and the interior of the house. And then I would like play it for a little bit, get bored, and then just go and design another house. But yeah, I love that. I don't actually know what I would be doing if I wasn't a teacher. Maybe something in that realm, like something still creative. You grew up on a farm, and that led to your love for the outdoors, plants, and animals. Well, not a farm, no. We have a lot of land. I grew up on 12 acres, but it also joins up with a lot of like state land. And I'm in the mountains, I'm in the woods. We had a horse. We always had pets. I always grew that appreciation for animals through my parents and that appreciation for nature. So not a farm, but the country. And I guess that's, where that comes from. The next one is, I'm making sure I don't miss any. You are a Christian. Yes, I am a Christian. I did not grow up going to church, however, but I do devotionals and things like that. And I'm trying to grow my faith even more as I'm getting older. It's something that I'm getting more interested in. It's kind of reading the Bible and just educating myself more. But I am a Christian. I pray, and that is starting to become more and more of an important part in my life, because I'm realizing that it's really about God's plan and putting your faith in God, and that is helping me with my like anxiety and my need to always be planning and to know what's going to happen, especially this year with the craziness and everything. I've did a lot of devotionals and a lot of praying and just kind of like trying not to worry so much, because it's already handled, because God's going to handle it. But what time is that? I feel like that has probably been about 10 minutes. I have to check if there's any more of these assumptions. Oh, here we go. I think this is the last one. I think I got them all. You regret switching to high school because you miss elementary. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know I love elementary for so many reasons, but I don't miss it. I mean, I miss it in ways, but I love high school. I do. I love it so much. Teaching high schoolers, it just feels right. It was the perfect move for me. Okay, so we did it. We did all the assumptions in 10 minutes, and I'm not supposed to edit any of that. If there was a lot of ums or I was just like all over the place, and maybe I'll do a few cuts, but you're supposed to not edit it. I think it's more to prevent people from like not giving their full answer, and clearly I did. So I hope you enjoyed that short little fun video, kind of just answering some of your assumptions, your questions about me. Hopefully you just got to know me a little bit better through those assumptions and those questions. Even if you didn't submit one, you could kind of hear what other people said and how I responded. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and be sure to find the beauty in each and every day. I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!